missed out on tens of thousands of dollars because I didn't do this simple thing with my most viral videos. In this video, I'm gonna explain why those videos blew up in the first place, what I missed out on that other people saw the opportunity for, and how you can implement all of this in growing your own YouTube videos. To start, I'm Cole right now. I'm mostly known for doing impression videos online that falls into different niches like Star Wars, video games, music, pop culture, rappers, da baby. I've done a lot of different impressions. My first impression that ever blew up was actually a Gordon Ramsay video.
Where are you getting this eggnog?
We milk it fresh from the creature every day.
Me. They milk it from the creature. This place is going under.
This was on Christmas Day 2021, I believe. And I had used TikTok intermittently, but I was such a big dude, I hated TikTok. I didn't understand it, really. I didn't understand that it's probably the single biggest marketing tool ever. Because to take another step back, I always wanted to make content online, but it was a lot harder than I thought. People found hacks on old YouTube where they would aggregate views from another platform like Reddit, and they would do vote manipulation by dropping posts in with their friends in a group chat. And some people got caught for this, other people didn't, but I think it made me realize I wasn't thinking about it in the right way. Now we live in this insane democratization of media, and there's really no excuse to not try, you know? It's easier than ever, and I'm living proof. I've sold t-shirts. Can you imagine? Available now in my Etsy store. That was like so 2008 YouTube. I'm doing the thumbnail. So I had this video blow up, and then I immediately was like, okay, we can leverage this. Let's lean in. I remember having a conversation with one of my friends back in college where he had gone viral on TikTok in 2020 because he looked like Timothée Chalamet with a mask on. And he hated it. He was one of those people that he really didn't, and he wanted to be known for the music. He's an artist. Which, I mean, ultimately everybody wants that, but you have to get in the right sort of lucky situation to be an artist and to go viral. But I remember specifically sitting with him on that day, and he said, I hate the idea of being known for someone else. And I remember saying before I had anything happen in terms of blowing up, I don't give a shit at all. I would love to be known as someone. Because ultimately, you have an opportunity to introduce yourself as yourself, you know? It's like anything, it's just breaking a certain threshold to me. And that's exactly what happened. Because after that, this was right around, this was in 2022. This is when the green screen feature on TikTok was popping off, and impressions in general were still sort of expanding. So I started doing fake tweets as Donald Trump, because there's websites that can make fake tweets.
Sydney Sweeney has some of the fakest boobs in Hollywood.
This is a good point to mention step one, which is fake it. It doesn't have to be real. People call it rage bait now. It's been rage bait forever, bro. A lot of shit you see online is just straight up not real. And I took heavy advantage of that. I would make fake Trump tweets because he was so ridiculous, and I've been doing Trump impressions since 2016.
Every morning I wake up next to Melania and she looks over at me lovingly. Okay, the fake news will say she doesn't. She looks over at me lovingly, she says, Donald, I want a divorce. Every morning she said.
And that was really what started getting the channel cooking. Fast forward about a year and I'm doing, you know, stuff from music labels, and Elden Ring had just come out. So I started making videos of Donald Trump talking about Elden Ring.
Have you seen what they're doing with this Elden Ring?
Alongside my Seinfeld videos.
So she put you on her Instagram story, but it was just your hands?
That's my hands, Jerry. They're calling it a soft launch, Jerry. It was soft.
And my Bill Clinton videos.
I've been working on my playlist for when I have indie chicks over and they go absolutely cuckoo bananas for this one tune, LDR by Cole right now. That little bastard really mastered the sound of awkwardly spooning on a twin mattress while your wife was out at Kinko's.
I actually got the job at the music label because I was able to show them, look, using these fake tweets I can drive Spotify traffic, which, just so you guys know, unless you're putting a lot of money behind things, the conversion rate on a lot of this stuff is not very high initially. This is a good opportunity for step two, which is everything is beholden to something. When I was growing up, copyright issues were way bigger, bro. You couldn't get away with anything. Now half the internet is just stolen from someone else. No one's really making anything. We're all just repurposing shit that other people made. So I would say to get something off the ground, whether you're a musician or an artist or something else, as shitty as it might sound, you need to attach yourself to a bigger thing to leverage some of that audience and then start popping. That's why gaming or Marvel or Star Wars, those are really great niches because they're just massive. The low taper fade is still massive. The idea is that it's very rare to just come from absolutely nothing. And ultimately, it's just all about shots on goal. So keep going. Then I make this video of me as Donald Trump in Fallout New Vegas.
Okay, do me a favor, Courier. I can't get out of this thing, so I need you to go get me the platinum chip.
And then once I saw that was working, I did a whole series of Donald Trump in Halo, Donald Trump in Fallout. It was easy and fun, and I actually like doing it. It almost has become like my Austin Butler thing because I've gone too deep into character, and now when I get drunk, I start doing it. I can't stop it, right? It's disgusting. Unbeknownst to me, that video starts getting re-uploaded everywhere, and it gets more shittier and shittier quality. And basically, there's very little way to know that I had anything to do with it. It gets passed around Discord. People start re-uploading it on YouTube. And this is step 3. This is the thing that I didn't learn about until too late in the game, which was re-upload your viral videos everywhere. Now, there is no reason not to. With trial reels on Instagram, TikTok, all of this makes sense. Shorts really doesn't penalize you for re-uploading things if they don't work. Trial reels, you can re-upload the same viral video over and over. It's like a GTA 5 money glitch. It will keep finding you new followers. Use your viral videos as a springboard to keep bringing audience in, because ultimately it's just all about churn. Can you keep the conversion going, you know? So re-upload your biggest videos, and I fully missed out on this, and this is like probably like $50,000. I know too much. This is probably 50K though, I would imagine. It's not like a insane amount of money, but it's enough that I'm like, damn. And these are things where these videos get passed around so much that people will DM them to me that know me, but there's no tag. It's now in the meme zeitgeist, and I have friends that have had that, and it's fun and it's cool to see yourself. It feels like a glitch in the matrix when that happens, but it's still a missed opportunity from me. And now the algorithm has shifted, and for me, I can't really get the same viewership I used to get doing Donald Trump videos. Not really the best time to be doing Donald Trump impressions as your main thing now anyway, with everything going on. It was funnier back in the day. Now it's getting a little too serious. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but something happened. It's been a great run. I had people make a full animation. I never saw any of this shit, you know? There's been some really funny videos using my videos as a punchline. I'm gonna just keep showing them off. Keep showing them off, keep showing them off.
Political? My bad. I don't want 22,000 SA victims to be denied abortion every year.
Oh, sorry. Was I too political? My bad. I just want to be able to marry my girlfriend one day.
My bad.
Somebody just told me people are reading the Necronomicon.
Two-pronged final lesson takeaway for you. We live in a fame-hungry culture. Most kids don't want to be astronauts. They don't want to be accountants. They want to be TikTok famous because it's a pretty good gig for a very small amount of people. Most people have to bust their ass, even as a successful influencer. It doesn't happen, you know, and then you're just done. You have to keep going. I've had moments where I've been recognized at parties, on the street. It fills your ego up in an immense way, in a way that it shouldn't, but it does. And it's really, really satisfying. And I'm grateful for that experience. And I think ultimately fame is like waves. So it's just catching the next wave, you know? That's why I'm always trying new stuff and, you know, trying to keep the momentum. And that's the ultimate lesson I'll say. You keep going. If you can do even one post a day, this is something that I've been slacking on for like a month, bro. I had this idea to just talk about this, and I just didn't do it. Keep the momentum. If you can do one thing a day, once you got that hit, bang, just ride it. If I had some gas on something, I would run that shit up. I really used to quite a bit on TikTok, and then as that has slowly sort of changed, now I realize, okay, there's not really water down that hole for me. I gotta move on. But if you could just keep the thing going, that's really half the battle. A lot of these really big guys, they just didn't stop. Even when the momentum was dropping, it's gonna be marginal because you could hit another pop in a pop, you know? Ultimately, we are at the greatest time for financial freedom and creative expression ever. You have an active audience of like, people get mad that they get 300 views on TikTok. I understand it's frustrating. Imagine talking in front of 300 people. Think about how lucky you are to get that opportunity. You used to have YouTube videos sit with 0 views, and then think about Spotify, like what, 50% of music just goes unlistened to. It's probably more than that, dude. Corny as it sounds, I think every single day is an opportunity. And as long as you just get shots on the board, there's this diagram of like, you know, how much water, blah, blah, blah. It's like, as long as that's what consistency actually is. So I would say, to recap, pick the niche that keeps on giving, connect yourself to a larger thing, basically. What was the other shit I said? Re-upload your stuff everywhere, keep the momentum, and ultimately do something that you like doing. You have a better chance now than ever for people to see it. So that's really exciting. If you want to hear more stories about what TikTok fame was like and people I've met, experiences that it led to, comment down below. Maybe that'll be the next video we'll talk about. But get out there and make a Marvel podcast. Get out there and make a Book of Boba Fett analysis show, analyst show. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you in the next one.